pettiest reason you wouldn't be with someone? You ever meet someone so attractive it makes you overlook basic logic? That was me. 2 weeks into a borderline cinematic situationship with a woman named Lena. She had that Pinterest hot look, messy bun, vintage band tee, smelled like sandalwood and chaos. She walked like she was always late for something important, and talked like her voice had been dipped in espresso. I just got back from gooning to a super hot femboy Milky Ray, and after I finished I got a little bored, so I decided to just get up and go somewhere. Anyways, and I ended up at a record store, started flipping through some old jazz vinyl, and there she was, pretending to know the difference between Bowie eras. She made a joke about how I looked like I listened to sad music for fun. I made one back about how she looked like she had a film camera but no film. Sparks. Laughs. Next thing I know, we're grabbing overpriced matcha and comparing therapy stories like Pokemon cards. First date, unreal. She brought me to this hole-in-the-wall taco spot that didn't even have a sign. We ate on the curb like gremlins and talked about dreams, death, and who would survive longer in a zombie apocalypse. She picked me. Red flag? Maybe, but I was flattered. Second date, she beat me at pool. Badly. Then kissed me so confidently, I forgot how vowels worked. I was in deep. Then came the flight. Lena asked if I wanted to come visit her college roommate in Seattle. Said we'd split a hotel, hit up a jazz bar, maybe go to Pike Place like basic tourists. Sounded fun. Plus, I'd get to see if she was still cool when sleep-deprived and airport annoyed. Important test. We get to the airport. She's a dream. Navigates TSA like a spy. She has snacks. She brought a neck pillow for me. Literal green flags everywhere. Until the landing. We're coming into Seattle. Wheels touch down, and that's when it happens. She claps. Loud, unapologetically, like the plane just stuck the Olympic dismount. At first, I think she's joking. You know, sarcastic, ironic hipster clap, but no. She turns to me, dead serious, and says, I always clap for pilots. It's like gratitude. Gratitude? Ma'am, they're literally paid. It's not a school play. I let it go. It's one clap. Maybe this is her one cringe thing. Then the return flight happens. Claps again. This time louder. Two-handed, above the head celebration. And the guy across the aisle joins in. Suddenly, I'm in a cult of clap-happy weirdos while I'm trying to quietly pretend I don't exist. I try to play it cool, but now I'm seeing the cracks. She claps after movies, after board games. She clapped when I parallel parked once. Once she clapped when her food arrived at a restaurant. The waiter looked terrified. It wasn't just clapping, it was the vibe. Like she was the main character in a reality show called Flight Attendant's Apprentice. I tried to drop hints. Hey, you know clapping on planes is kind of like sending a thank you note to your toaster, right? She laughed. You're just not in touch with your joy. Touch this, Lena. I started panicking. If we ever got married, would she clap when the doctor handed her the baby? Clap when I came home from work? Clap when the microwave beeped? It all came crashing down. The night we watched Finding Nemo. The credits rolled. She clapped. Alone. In my apartment. I knew then it was over. I broke it off a few days later. Told her she was amazing, but we were on different life paths. She was headed to a TED Talk, and I was trying to live in quiet, judgmental peace. She took it well. Said she appreciated my honesty. Then, swear to God, clapped for me. A single slow clap, like I was a middle schooler finishing a speech. And you know what? I deserved it.